What's up, my friends and family? Welcome back to another live stream by the Everyday Growth Advisors. The Monday, Wednesday, Friday live stream. It's Recap Friday. I hope you guys are having a great week. I know that yesterday was a great day because we made some moolah overnight. If you followed my call out, congratulations to you. Got us some nice money bags. Probably going to be close to a 80 to 100% play on QQQ puts that I called out on the option swing Discord group for those who are there. And today we have a breakdown of the market once again. I'll give you my market sentiment on what's going on, how I feel, what I see, how we do. We'll do a recap of Caterpillar and perhaps even a possible trade idea. I see some nice consolidation happening here above a key Fibonacci level, which may pay out in the future. So we'll see if we can find some entries here. We do have Caterpillar reporting earnings next week, so I got to keep a close watch on that. But not before we go through our regular programming, which is to go through the pre-market live stream. I'm going to try and do as many tickers as I can today. Hopefully we'll have time for those. So I hope that you guys will smash the like button. As long as you're here and you want to contribute something to the stream, the best way you can contribute and make me happy is to smash the like button. That is the only thing I ask for. Thank you. All right, let's have a look real quick at the news. And for people who are attending this for the first time, or if you've never attended this live stream before, we go through the news not because we enjoy reading the news. We read it for entertainment value, number one. And number two, we read it to get a gauge on how retail traders will view the market today. Okay. The previous live stream was a little bit bullish / neutral news sentiment, which was setting up investors for a little bit of a buying frenzy, which they fell into. And everybody thought, oh yeah, NASDAQ's going to go all the way. And then yesterday, I saw some signs that NASDAQ is in trouble. And right before it happened, I'm not going to get to it right now, but I'll show you what happened. I'll give you my play-by-play. Remember, this is a educational live stream. So I'm all about teaching you guys how to fish, not about keeping the fish and then, trying to make you figure out what's going on. Okay, this is not a YouTube stream where you come in and you're going to be scratching your head wondering how I did it. I put all the cards on the table for you because I don't believe in holding anything back. You share knowledge, you gain knowledge. You don't share knowledge, you don't gain knowledge. Simple, okay? So, the news today. Lots of bearish news. Goldman and Malaysia reach a 3.9 billion settlement deal. Damn, this one hurt, man. Whew. This is about a sovereign wealth fund that the Malaysian government had with this ex-prime minister, something like that. And now Goldman was involved in it. And $3.9 billion, guys. Whew, that is big time crazy. Anyway, that we kind of saw that coming. Actually, I was thinking the number would be like close to 2 billion, but 3.9 is like double. Damn, Malaysia surely had some strong lawyers to negotiate this. Okay, security swarms quiet US consulate after China shuts it down. Futures slip on US-China worries. Dollar weakens. Markets wrap. Okay, now that's one way to look at it. As I've been talking about the past 3 or 4 live streams, I've been saying that NASDAQ has been chugging along into this space where it's overbought. Okay, it has been overbought for a while. We have been kind of adhering this trend line, and yesterday we broke it. Okay, yesterday we broke it. Now, I'm going to get to it in a second, what we need to see in order for a reversal or something else. But let's go step by step here and do the play-by-play. Okay. Panic selling grips Chinese stocks after US tensions worsen. That's another way to look at it. You also have to realize that Chinese stocks have been crazy bullish the past few weeks, um, on the back of the reopening of their economy, etc., etc. Okay, and then let's see. Uh, Dollar is losing its luster as investors line up to go short. Okay. Um, a lot of complicated things there with that headline. With the dollar, it's not that easy to understand, what's going on over here. Okay, there are a lot of things that are going on here that act as a stimulant to create dollar pressure. Okay, there's U.S. import exports. There's FX swaps. Oh man, come on, that trick doesn't work. I thought that trick would work. There are also the fact that the Fed has been, expanding its balance sheet, purchasing bonds, using dollars, printing dollars, creating a influx of new dollars, right? And so it is not attractive to hold a dollar anymore. Okay, now when it's not attractive to hold a dollar, what do people do? They sell the dollar, and they sell it against things that are stronger than the dollar. That's the reason why for maybe the past, I want to say, I don't know how many live streams I've been saying that gold and silver will be the winners from this year. Okay, those are going to be natural winners, and you can see what has happened to gold over the past 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, and silver as well, same thing. Look at that. In fact, silver is the new gold. Okay, and so I've been saying this for a while now, that the Fed's expansion of the balance sheet is going to have some repercussions that we don't see coming. Okay, where if the dollar abruptly gets undervalued, there are going to be repercussions for the economy. Okay, now what are the repercussions? We're not going to be able to see everything right away, but I'm more than happy to give you a few scenarios on Monday's live stream. Okay, as a matter of fact, I want to do the research myself, and so on Monday's live stream, if you come back, I'll have a little tidbit for you on the effects of a weakening dollar against the US economy and the world economy. Okay, I hope that will bring a little bit of value so that you find these streams entertaining and intriguing enough to attend. Okay, once again, if you're here for the first time, welcome into the stream. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This is a educational stream where we concentrate on education first. This stream is focused on giving you pre-market updates from an analyst standpoint, not in a profit standpoint, because I am no profit. I just do the analysis so that you can sit back, relax, enjoy your coffee and bagel while I do the heavy lifting. Okay, and that's the value that I want to bring to you guys. Okay, apart from that, not much else over here. Let's see. Okay, let's have a look at the Wall Street Journal here. China orders U.S. to close consulate as payback for Houston. That's tit for tat right there. Okay, same headline here. Schlumberger cuts 21,000 jobs. Airbus looks to end trade dispute with U.S. by foregoing some government support. Huh. Okay. Percent of newly posted jobs since May. Wait, hold on. Let me see this again. Oh, okay. So they're trying to mend their relationship. I was gonna say that's gonna put them in a worse position. That makes a position for Boeing even better. But no, okay. They're trying to mend their relationship. So that's them trying to fix their relationship. Okay, percentage of newly posted jobs since May by the industries with the most openings. Obviously, healthcare at number 1, transportation number 2, business, technology, retail, and finance. Obviously, finance at the bottom of the pile there. Nobody wants to work in finance now. Businesses hit hard by pandemic drive U.S. jobs. Recovery, okay. Healthcare workers, restaurants were closed, Recalling increased demand has boosted job, Okay, there was unemployment claims that were a little spiked, by the way. So that's also another thing that's weighing on the market here. U.S. coronavirus deaths surpassed 144,000. Damn, that's crazy. U.S. says jet fighter came close to Iranian passenger plane over Syria. Huh. Okay. Let's see if there's anything on the markets here. Market side, Malaysia, okay, same thing. US stock futures, okay, same thing. Foreign investors flee Turkey's bond market. American Express reports over 1 billion in provisions for credit losses. That's what the hell? Holy crap. Okay, that's a lot. I gotta look into that as well. State-run investors, China for okay. Overall, the news is pretty bearish in my opinion. Pretty bearish news. And what does that mean, stream? If the news is bearish, what does that mean? That means that we're setting up for a buyback. Okay, there's a possibility that we buy back here. If you guys could help me out and just smash the like button, I'd appreciate it, so that this stream will be recommended to other traders so they can come in and listen along with us. Remember that you smashing the like button helps me out more than you would ever know. YouTube's algorithm works in a different way, where if you like the stream, it starts to recommend it to other people. So I'd really appreciate it if you did that, okay? Okay, let's look at the pre-market movers here. We have AMD up 6%. AMD has been super bullish recently. What else is there here that are skeechers? Ooh, okay. Skeechers, interesting. Top droppers, Intel, geez, what the heck? Wow, okay. Tesla down another 5%, that's nominal. Nasdaq's being hit. Well, anything in the Nasdaq got hit overnight, right? So even Apple got hit big time. Microsoft, all the whole works, right? Surprisingly, stocks within the Dow Jones didn't get that wrecked. Why? Because the Dow Jones, as I've mentioned, has been lagging behind. So I'm about to explain what's going on in a second here. I kind of put it on the Discord yesterday, but I'm going to explain it once and for all, give you guys the play-by-play on what is going on with the markets right now, what my opinion is, and what I was explaining on the Discord yesterday, so that you guys understand from my perspective on what is going on, okay? And it doesn't mean I'm a prophet. All I'm saying is I did some analysis yesterday, bought the puts at the right time, it paid out. So I'm going to run with the idea and hope that it continues to pay dividends, okay? So I'm going to give you the play-by-play in a second here. Okay, continuing on here, NEO down 6%, part of the Nasdaq once again. Intel, let's see, Northern Dynasty, okay, these are all, ignore these ones. Let's see what's on the Nasdaq here, what's getting hit. Intel, Microsoft, Tesla, Vodafone. Okay. Today on the economic calendar, we have services PMI, manufacturing PMI, which is the purchasing manager index. We have new home sales, which will be big impact news. Let's see, that's going to be at 10 a.m. So I'm going to be really honest with you. Avoid trading until all of this news breaks. Seriously, avoid trading, okay? You don't know what's about to happen today. I recommend to avoid trading today until the news gets released. Okay, it might make an impact to the market. You don't know. After all, I avoid trading on Fridays. Okay, and please, for the heaven's sakes and God, please do not buy weekly contracts that are expiring today. Okay, please do not do that. It's a sure shot way to lose money. If you're planning to day trade today, buy next week contracts. Buy next week expiries. Okay. You can go for the weekly contracts if you feel like losing money, but I'm just going to tell you that by buying next week contracts, you gain time value and you gain, the value in the contract that's going to be built in next week. Okay, you want to day trade? Day trade next week expiries. All right. All right. Now, let's see here. The heat map, all mostly red. Not really much green, to be honest. What is this here? Comcast is up 2% for some reason. Verizon, J&J. Okay, not much here. What is this? EW, Edward Life Science Corporation, up 5%. Something to do with their news, probably. Aflac, Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs? What? They're up. Okay. All right. Cool. Now I shall give you guys the pre-market rundown. What happened yesterday? I'm going to break it all down for you guys. We'll do a summary of Caterpillar, and then we'll move on to the tickers. Okay. Now, let's go through the S&P 500 first, which is what we've been looking at all the time. As of last live stream, I've agreed to do a breakdown of all three indexes from now on, so that you guys can get a clearer picture on what is going on. Okay. I don't think it's going to take me more than 5 minutes more to do the other two indexes, and since I'm doing one of them, I might as well do the others, right? So this is just my way of giving back to you. Okay, with the S&P 500, we are once again at a point where we are trying to break up to go back to all-time highs, but we are facing a lot of resistance. Now, the reason for the resistance is not the S&P 500 technical level. The reason for the resistance is the NASDAQ. And NASDAQ is full of technology and disrupting stocks. Remember that tech makes up 20% of SPY. Okay? 20%. So if you actually look at it, the drop on NASDAQ versus the drop on SPY, this drop, this is about 20% of it. Do you see that? It's 20% of it, literally. Okay? So what is actually being dropped in the S&P 500 is tech. All right? The bearish pressure that you see on SPY is from tech. Okay? But it doesn't mean that the whole index is selling off, right? See, if it was truly fear that is gripping the market, what you would see here is SPY falling like a brick along with NASDAQ. But that's not what you're seeing. What you're seeing is 20% of SPY falling. What does that mean? That means only tech is being sold off within SPY. Okay? And you can see that from the heat map. It's tech. Look, technology. That is what is the most read. Communication services. This is what is most read. Amazon, part of tech. Only these have been sold. Do you see that? It's such a simple thing to understand, but sometimes it doesn't. It's counterintuitive, okay? And I'm here to simplify this for you. So if you can understand that concept, that within S&P 500, the thing that's getting sold off here is technology, then you'll understand that when the market rebounds and NASDAQ decides to buy up, SPY is going to rebound even higher, right? It's going to rebound higher. And the same thing applies for the Dow Jones, okay? The same thing applies for the Dow Jones now. Exact same concept. Think about it that way, okay? Now, once the NASDAQ is done with its corrective wave, remember, this is a correction. I've been talking about this for a while, that the NASDAQ is far above the 50 moving average and needs to come down to kind of test it, okay? Now, if NASDAQ ends up moving sideways, what's going to happen is the moving average is going to come up and meet it over here, right? So it depends on how this plays out. But personally, I would feel it's much better if we drop down here and then make another recovery up there. But what is important is that tech gets re-corrected over here because we've been overheating, right? These valuations are too stretched. If you look at some of the forward earnings and the forward multiples of these companies and technology, they're crazy, okay? Look at Zoom, right? Do you really think Zoom as a stock is worth this much, 250 bucks? I don't think so, okay? I don't think so. Yeah, you can tell me everyone's using Zoom, but to me, this is irrational, okay? A business like Zoom is not worth $250 just because people are increasingly using it, remember? It's like, okay, it doesn't mean that every day people are using it, the value goes up. Earnings are calculated on a monthly basis, on a quarterly basis. There is a limit at which the stock can go up to, after which premium is being built into the stock, right? And you can see that Zoom is starting to lose some steam here, okay? So these are the kinds of things you got to think about. What are the valuations of things that are versus each other, okay? So think about it from that perspective. I want you to engage with a different kind of style of thinking because that's the way you got to look at it from an analyst perspective, okay? Think about the value of something versus something else, okay? And that's how you really come to the conclusion on whether the market's overheating or not, okay? And so when I saw this yesterday, okay, and let me explain to you what I saw yesterday so that you can get a good idea on this, okay? What I saw was NASDAQ with the double top, right, which is a technical bearish kind of a technical sign, okay? Now, I'm not extremely huge on technicals, but it doesn't mean that I don't follow them, okay? As I told you, you got to mix it up. You got to be good at everything. You can't just be technicals, and you can't be just fundamentals. So you have to use both to make your argument to yourself. You're making the argument to yourself. You're not making the argument to somebody else, okay? Now, yesterday, what I saw was NASDAQ making lower lows, right? And then what I decided was that this looks weak and since we weren't able to recover back up above to make a higher high here, and we were making lower lows, this is the moment over here where I decided to tell everybody about my intention to hedge my portfolio against tech. Okay, at 10 p.m., which was 10 a.m. Eastern time, okay, I entered QQQ puts and called it out onto the Discord for the August 14th expiry, 3 contracts for the 248 puts. And the reason why I chose 248 was because that was a technical level where QQQ could come to bounce. Okay, 248 is somewhere here. I decided on this level because it was literally above the 50 moving average, and it also happened to be a support zone right here. Okay, you can see this is where the candles are clumped together, and I felt like that would be a good support zone for the QQQ to come down to bounce on before making another wave up. Okay, so a bounce and then back up. Right now, I'm not saying this is what should happen or is going to happen. All I'm saying is that was my guess. Now, literally what, 15-20 minutes later, we had a huge drop, and it's been continuing ever since. Okay, and then I woke up and it dropped even more. So these contracts are probably going to be up 100% today, and there was a couple of reasons why I said first of all, the reason for the hedge, for educational purposes. Okay, I don't just give you the fish, I teach you how to fish. Okay, I don't believe in giving you the fish. I believe in teaching you how to fish so you can come up with these ideas on your own. There's no reason for me to give you the answers. Okay, I would rather teach you how to get the answer. And come on, guys, there's 158 of you. I'm pretty sure that we can get 100 likes today. If you can just smash the like button, that's going to make me extremely happy today. I would really appreciate it. It's going to recommend the stream to other people, and it would be great if other people can get in on this knowledge that I'm offering for free. I believe in putting knowledge out for free. So if you want to help me help people, then smash the like button. Okay. Okay. So the idea with this was this hedge is hedging roughly 20% of my open positions. The size of your hedge should be proportional to the current open positions you have by a factor or a multiple. You can do more than one type of hedge for different types of positions as well. For example, if you're heavy on tech, you can do QQQ puts against your tech positions. And then if you're heavy on SPY positions, which are non-tech, you can do UBXY, right? If you're heavy on other stuff, you're heavy on risk assets, you can go bonds, right? There are a couple of ways, right? And then I put my hypothesis that NASDAQ has had an unbelievable run, all things considered, versus the Dow Jones and SPX. The interim daily chart looks fairly overbought and requires NASDAQ to come down to the 10K level, roughly where the moving averages are, before continuing its next run. And also, SPX and Dow Jones have been rallying the past few days despite some sideways movement. A corrective wave is needed to continue the bullish trend. This does not mean that we're heading for a bear market. It just is a hedge for my portfolio so that I can close the QQQ puts today and buy more of my long-term positions at a discount. That was the idea of the hedge, okay? That was the exact idea, all right? And then I kind of followed it up with another breakdown here on where I see all of the money flowing, okay? And where the money was flowing is pretty simple. If it's flowing out of NASDAQ, it has to go somewhere else, all right? So I hope that is educational for you and helpful. And if you found that helpful and educational, smash the like button, okay? So now that we're here, where do we go, right? Where do we go from here, okay? Now, I'm not saying that we can't drop further, but what I also think is that market makers are going to be extremely greedy, okay? Market makers are greedy people. What they're going to do is they're going to try and buy this up. Obviously, nothing moves in a straight line, right? We're not going to go like this, right? Remember, we have the impulsive wave. We're going to have a corrective wave. After a corrective wave, we'll have another impulsive wave. Okay, so usually this is just the first wave, right? We saw this wave up and then wave down, and now you'll see another wave up today. At some point, there will be a buying wave. It has to happen. Okay. The other thing to note is that we have been using the 150 moving average as a support level multiple times. This could be the support. Okay, it coincides with the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. All right. Now, I think that it is a good idea to sell your puts here and start picking up some calls. Okay? Because this is where retail gets shook out, and this is where everybody's going to enter puts. But are you going to enter puts? No, because you're here at this live stream and you're not going to freak out. And once they enter puts here because everybody's freaking out, then you profit on the way up on the corrective wave and you close out your bullish positions. I say this weekend, I wouldn't hold anything. I just personally don't like donating to Mr. Theta over the weekend. Okay, as we all know, our best friend Theta, he's extremely hardworking, and he works over the weekend as well. So why would you want to pay money to Theta over the weekend? You can take your profits and enjoy your weekend stress-free without having any positions open. Reevaluate the situation on Monday when we come back, which is what I'm going to be doing. All right. Now, having said that, it doesn't mean that we can't go lower. We could go lower, but if we do go lower, this is where I see the maximum of us going, somewhere here, right? This 50 Fibonacci retracement would be the lowest that I see us going before us making a bounce, and then engaging in the next uptrend. But I think that before this happens, we'll see a wave up, and then a wave down, and then a wave up, like that. Okay? So remember, the market's not gonna make a move like right away. All right. Oh, what's going on? Okay, there we go. Okay, so that's the basic idea. I'm not a prophet. Once again, this is just, it's not even me predicting. It's stupid to predict the market. All I'm saying is these are all the possible scenarios, but I think it's a smart move to get rid of your puts right now because the drop has already happened, and right now you will sell those puts to people who want to buy the puts, who will be buying puts today. Whereas you know that this is the point where market makers get greedy and they start buying their positions here to ride the corrective wave up before the next drop. Okay, this is usually the problem with retail traders and how they get trapped. So I hope this helps you out to figuring out what's going on over here. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, that's the story on the NASDAQ. Now, the other thing to note here is the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 barely moved compared to the NASDAQ, okay? And so if you look at the drop compared in the 1 hour chart, look at the drop here compared to these two here. Barely moved, right? Okay? It looks similar, but it's not the same, okay? It's not the same. Now, the reason for this is because these, within the S&P 500, 20% are technology, and so those were what they got sold off yesterday, causing the index to have a overall bearish trend. Now, what I do like at attractive valuations right now, and what I do see happening, I do see NASDAQ making a run along with the S&P 500 back to all-time highs within the next few months. Okay, and so the bullish trend and the bull market is still intact. Remember, we're not in a bear market, neither are we even in a overly bearish phase. This is just a nominal correction. Okay, we're not even at 5% correction. All right, so don't start to get scared here. What I do like is that obviously these are shaking out all the scared hands and setting up the fall for people who are not able to stomach this market. Okay, and I like the valuations of some of the stocks. Okay, so this is an opportunistic moment where you can get some of the rather cheaper stuff so that you can get discounts on your favorite stocks. Okay, great. Welcome into this the live stream, guys. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It's a pre-market breakdown that's educational. We focus on giving you the breakdown of the stock market before it happens. We called out QQQ yesterday on Discord channel, and that turned out extremely great. So I hope that the people that followed along, congratulations on that one. And we will see what happens after. All right, now that we're done with the SPY, Dow Jones, and the NASDAQ technical breakdown, let's look at Caterpillar, which is the ticker that we've been following the whole week. We did a fundamental analysis on the business this Wednesday. I hope you were along for it. And the stock is looking like it's consolidating above this level here, which happens to be a key level bounce, which is nice. Now, I do feel bullish about this company. However, the fundamentals are pointing towards a rather rough quarter that is going to come next week. Okay, so from the last time that we spoke about Caterpillar, what I do see is that the risk to reward ratio favors the downside. Okay, remember that when we are trading and when we are talking about trading, we're not really entirely talking about whether the stock is bullish or bearish. Sometimes it's about risk and reward. Okay, sometimes you don't look at bullish or bearish. You look at where is the risk and where is the reward. Okay, and you can see that on a daily chart here. Caterpillar is, let me take off some of these indicators here so that you can see this more clearly. Get rid of this, get rid of this. There we go, much better. Oh, and get rid of this too. Okay, perfect. Now you can see that we have been on the uptrend here nicely. We've tested this a couple of times, right? And every time that we've tested the top, it has followed with a drop. Okay, a top and then a drop. Now, obviously, the drop doesn't come in just one wave. It came in multiple waves, right? Can you see that? And then we try to go up again. We test this, and then we drop again. Now, if you have seen this twice already, what do you think is likely to happen here? I think from a technical standpoint, and then from what we went through with fundamentals of the business, we know that the business is fundamentally having challenges with its supply chain, not supply chain, but its revenues right now, right, due to COVID, right? If you attended Wednesday's live stream, you would know this, that we went through the fundamentals of business and we found that management is already guiding down for this quarter, okay? Which means that Caterpillar has a very big chance of selling off here, okay? And I think that, you know, the 61.8 or the 50% Fibonacci retracement are two very key levels that we can come down to in the near future. Okay, so 118 and 125 here would be key levels that which you can play this. Now, the other thing is look at the upside versus the downside. Okay, there's a huge downside to the bottom of this channel if you talk about this channel here. Okay, and then the upside is this much. Okay, so downside here, upside here. Where is the risk to reward? The reward is on the downside. It's not on the upside. Which means to say that if we break out over here, it would be a surprise. But the risk to reward favors the downside. So statistically and probability wise, we should be betting on the downside. Okay, and then you put that together with the earnings report, that solidifies your case to betting Caterpillar to the downside. Okay, now we'll reevaluate this when Caterpillar posts earnings next week on the live stream on Wednesday. And as I said, I'm no prophet. All I'm telling you is this is what I see. Okay, and it's up to you whether you want to act on it. I'm personally not going to play the earnings at all, but I would like to take puts on Caterpillar here because it favors the downside. Okay, and I think that the bounce here is going to, you know, cause it to go either here or here. Okay, so there is a higher chance for this to visit the downside than the upside. I think that buying $125 puts that expire between 50 to 80 days out is the play here. Okay, find a contract that has good Greeks, that can give you decent Greeks, negligible theta, right? Make sure that the gamma is not high. Make sure that the implied volatility is within check at about 30 to 50%, and try to pick a contract that are within these ranges. Okay, that will give you a nice contract to play this down drop. Okay, now this is entirely up to you. I'm not saying that you should do this. This is what I think I'm going to do. Okay, now it's up to you if you want to follow. That's what I'm going to do. All right. So that is what I'm the conclusion of Caterpillar for this week. Okay, I think that we should play this at the downside rather than the upside. Now, if you're here, I would truly appreciate it if you could smash the like button. Really appreciate you guys being here, taking time out of your schedule. And all right, let's get to some of these questions, comments over here. I appreciate you guys a lot. All right, I'll get to the tickers in a second. If you are enjoying this live stream so far, how about you drop a heart emoji or a fire emoji? I'd appreciate that. All right, I'm hoping those Tesla 1080 puts print bought it before earnings, so lost a lot on volume. Well, I generally thought that Tesla puts were cheap relative to calls. Well, that's not actually true, because when Tesla's volatile, it's not just calls that got expensive, it's puts too. Volatility makes everything expensive. Did you buy a naked put on Tesla? I'm guessing you're asking this question to him and not me, because I didn't talk about Tesla at all. Morning, good morning. Zoraida, Tesla 1600, I'm guessing that's calls. If that's calls, oh gee, I mean, that's a tough one. Once again, you know, I've mentioned this to my mentees today, and I said, you know, if you're starting off as a options trader, I recommend you not to play Tesla. It's really not a stock you should be playing if you just got into options trading. Also, if you're talking about calls for Tesla right now, I think it's more bearish than it is bullish. Okay, this is just my 2 cents. So I don't know. I mean, your expiry seems okay, but 1,600, yeah, it could get there if it truly wanted, it could get there. Okay. UPS 120 for next week. Yeah, absolutely. Looks good. Oh, wait a second. I see volume flowing out. That's a little bit of a worry there. Okay, you're gonna have to cut this position if UPS breaks below this level here. In fact, as a matter of fact, it might be coming down to close this gap. That's what it might be doing at 116-ish. Okay, let's just say, yeah, I think that your contract's going to be dead by Monday. I'm sorry, Aiden. I think that your contract's going to be dead by Monday. I would sell it, get rid of it. The way that this is going, I just don't like it. Boeing 200 calls by September. Hell yeah, I'm in a similar contract but different strikes and different expiry. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes today, guys. Can we get to 100 likes? I'm sure that you can take a second out to smash the like button. Appreciate you doing it. It helps me out a lot. Baba 262 calls for 8.7. Baba 262 calls for 8.7. Yeah, sure. I think you should hold it. Baba's looking nice. But then it got sold off. Oh my god, never mind. Oops. Wow, it's just got wrecked. Extended hours today. Oh boy. That's tough. I mean, you're gonna have to bet on a very quick recovery here from Baba, just saying. Very choppy right now. This is a tough one, to be honest. Very tough. For the expiry that you have, I don't think so. But in the long term, yes. That's what I'm going to say. Fastly, 100 July, and smash the like button. Appreciate it. FSLY, 100 calls for July 31st. Yeah, that might be a bit too stretched out, my brother. Mark, I'm sorry, man. Your expiry is too near, and the strike is far. I mean, it has rallied that much before, but you got to be careful, man. I see volume flowing out of the stock. Stock making lower lows. Let's see if it holds this and bounces, then you may have a chance to the upside. But to me, right now, looking bearish, especially since Nasdaq's selling off. But I mean, yeah, I don't think it'll hit $100, but you should have picked a strike that's a little lower. What tickers would you look to take advantage of high IV for sold puts during this downturn reversal? Okay, let me give you a couple. Amazon. Amazon's one of them, right? Sell some like $2,800 puts. You can even do Apple. Sell some $360. No, not 360. Maybe like 355 puts, right? Those will have some high IVs. I'm pretty sure. Go look at them. I'm quite sure that these will. In fact, any FANG stock, right? Netflix. Look at this one. Maybe like $450 puts. You can sell weeklies, you know, like next week. But maybe sell them on Monday, you know. Oh, actually, hold on. No, sell them today. What am I saying? No, sell them today. Because then you make money over the weekend. If the market chooses to rebound here, right? If, let's say, Nasdaq gets bought up by market makers, then over the weekend, booyah, you just made 2 days of theta, right? So those are a couple, right? Look at the FANG stocks, Kirk. Those are the main ones that I would look at. High IVs for puts, right? People buying puts on because they're like, yeah, the market's going down. So they sell all the big names. That's where risk is going to flow out, okay? Especially the ones that are like, let's see, Nikola maybe. Oh no, not Nikola. Never mind, not Nikola. Nikola's having a tough time here already. What about Boeing? You can also do Boeing, right? Boeing's another one. You can sell puts against Boeing. See if the IVs are good though. I'm not sure if the IV will be good for Boeing because I've seen on both sides trades being taken. Been watching Goldman Sachs for the past week. What do you think? With today's news, it's prime opportunity to buy the good dip. Goldman Sachs will still be a valid company which earnings has shown. Thoughts? Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, Dominic. I think that it's a great company to own long term. Goldman Sachs is not going anywhere. They're a good business to own. And I think they had good earnings, right? I haven't read the earnings report, but I might need to do a bit more research about that. Right now, it's looking a little bearish. But I think it's a good time to buy the dip. So I agree with you. I think that this is a good time to buy the dip. You buy when everybody's selling. And I think the selling is about to end. So I think this is a good spot to buy some Goldman. Can we do a financial stock next week? Yeah. So, almost forgot. Guys, everybody that's here, please vote for next week's ticker right now. I'd appreciate it. So you can go like... new ticker, and then put your ticker here like this. Please vote for next week's ticker so that I can do next week's ticker on Monday. Okay, appreciate it. Do it right now because we're running out of time. I'm sorry, I meant to mention that on Fridays we choose a new ticker for the next week. So I leave the power to you guys. Okay. What's up? How are you doing? Hedge. Welcome into the chat, Sarah. Nice to see you here. 82 people watching, 14 likes. Come on. It's all good, bro. It's all good. People will like if they want to like, okay? Check SLB. Is it a good time to buy month out calls on tech stocks? I would say 50 to 80 days is a better time frame. Laugh my ass off. 20%. Heck no. Great insights into NASDAQ drop. Thank you. You're welcome, Santosh. Welcome into the stream. Appreciate you being here. Then we wait for the second wave after the low highs, right? Yes, absolutely. Because hedge only works if you take the profit. Hedges are shorter plays for quick money while longs are down. Yes. Okay. Hi, good morning. Wait, what? Okay, man. What's up, Meaty? How you doing, man? Way to promote your channel on mine. I mean, I don't mind it, to be honest. Space 23 or 24 put sell to open 731. Looking for theta burn of the weekend. Okay, I see you, Chris. I see you. Let's see, Kirk, this might be another one, right? Oh, yes, absolutely. Well, wait, hold on a second here. You said 23 or 24? Are you sure you're okay with owning space at 23 or 24 though? That's the question you have to ask yourself. You're selling a put, so if by next week space hits 23 or 24, you're either going to sell the contract for a loss or you're going to get assigned those shares. So you have to be sure that you're willing to take those shares up. I recommend going a bit further down. Okay, I recommend going to like $20. 20, 19, somewhere safer, man. If you're doing a weekly expiry, you don't want to get assigned. NEE earnings are today. That's an awesome stock. I think I would prefer to wait for NEE to come down a bit. I was just talking about this. I forgot who I was talking about this to. Oh, it was one of my mentees from the current wave of the Everyday Growth Advisors mentorship course. I do like NEE, but I would like to buy it only at around 260-ish. And I think that it will come down very soon. So never chase this running stock like that. That's how you lose money. We should take a shot of whiskey every time T says smash the like button. Absolutely, I'll take the shots with you. New ticker Goldman Sachs. Okay, got you. All right. Amazon 3160 3650 debit spread. Let's see. Whoa. 828. Yeah, okay, maybe. Yeah. That's a huge wide spread, so I think you'll be okay. 3160. Hell yeah. Yeah, sure, definitely. Absolutely. You should be fine. Your expiry is pretty good too, so I think you should be okay. Thanks for the fire emoji, guys. What would be some good long-term holds in tech with everything dropping? Well, you tell me. I think Microsoft, Apple, the usual suspects. FANGs are usually pretty good. Although some of them are starting to get overvalued now. I really like Microsoft as a long-term stock. It's a steady stock that was just going to keep going. And then you also have Facebook, you have Google, right? There are a whole bunch, man. I mean, personally, I could go on and on about this. Goldman Sachs. Okay, we have 2 votes for Goldman Sachs. Yes, calls. Don't play Tesla. Yes, don't play Tesla. When you said it might be the right time to pick up cheap stocks, were you talking about discounted tech, which seems overvalued, or other hard hit stocks that were from Dow? It could be both, a little bit of both. But personally, I think it's a better time to take discounted tech stocks. Those are the ones that you really want to go for right now, right? Especially since the Nasdaq just dropped like a brick, right? So the immediate ones that I would like to buy would be like Amazon, right? But then not everybody can afford Amazon, right? Look at Microsoft, right? But Microsoft has a little way to come down. I think it's going to come down to about 198, 200-ish level. Apple, right? These are your usual suspects, right? Stocks that are at a discount right now, you buy them, buy a small little amount of them, and then you just hold them, right? Need to know you're in and out like a pro. Yeah. What are your thoughts on Microsoft selling off after hours before numbers were announced? Beat earnings and EPS. Potential to run next week? Possibly, yes. But remember that the reason why the stock sold off is because cloud sales were growing at a slower pace than expected. Which for Microsoft, that's a problem. Because Azure is one of its biggest bread and butter things right now. Okay. Ooh. Oh man. Let's see. Microsoft 210 call 731. Might be a stretch. And also, if you have this contract right now, you're gonna get drained over the weekend. On Monday, it's gonna open up dead. 240 calls for 731. A little better, but still problematic. I recommend you to stop buying such close expiries. Invest yourself in better options, man. Goldman Sachs, PayPal. Okay, let's just have a look here. I want to make sure that I new ticker PayPal, Goldman Sachs. One more Goldman Sachs here. One more Goldman Sachs here. One more Goldman Sachs here. Oh boy, I think we're gonna do Goldman Sachs then. JP Morgan, LMT, PayPal. Let's see. Berkshire B, Beyond. Okay. I think it's gonna be Goldman Sachs, guys. There's a lot of votes for Goldman Sachs. You guys okay with doing Goldman Sachs? Financials? Is that what we're gonna do? Is that what you guys want to do? The valuation for Goldman Sachs can be interesting, and I think it's actually opportunistic moment to buy it too, with this dip here. I obviously see it coming down a little bit more here to 199 or 200 before we get in, but yeah, it might be a good time to get the Goldman Sachs actually, or play Goldman Sachs next week and look at it at least. Okay, let's see here. Gold 180 calls for July 31st. Okay, I saw a lot of people playing gold yesterday, and I must tell you, if you think that something can go up like this, parabolic, and not come down, then yeah, you're in for a rude awakening, okay? So remember that what goes up like this is going to have to come down at some point. So by you thinking that it's going to keep going up, that's a bit too much wishful thinking, okay? So to that, I say sell your damn contract and take your profit. The market's not going to melt up like forever, okay? Take your profits when you can, man. Don't be greedy, okay? Goldman Sachs, 220 calls, 821. Yeah, so that's the thing I'm saying. 220 calls, 820. Yeah, it should, 220. Expiry might be a bit too soon. I say 50 to 80 days out would be better. Apple 400 calls, sure, hold it. Silver 30 calls, too high of a strike. 30 is too high, I think. I think 25 would have been a bit more realistic for September. 185, 821, PayPal. Let's see. 185, 821. I like PayPal. The way PayPal's moving, I love it. It's super bullish. But I feel like it's having some issues here. I think it looks more bearish than bullish to me, personally. That's what I see. Be careful with that one, Douglas. I'm sorry, man, but I feel like it's more bearish. It wasn't able to see how it went up here. It didn't go up to test that level again. Instead, it made a lower high, right? And then if it comes down and makes a lower low here, then you know we're going to go in a downward channel. Okay, so got to be careful there. I say cut it if it goes below 169 here. Okay. UUP. Any thoughts on the dollar? This will be something to be discussed on Monday. I think to have a conversation about the US dollar right now is going to take up a lot of time, and we don't have that right now. I will talk about it on Monday. Wells Fargo Chase 21 August 2750 calls. Sure. Yes, absolutely. I like that play. I've been watching Wells Fargo, and I think it's due for a breakout. What are your thoughts on Lulu? Okay, unfortunately, I can't answer questions like this. You got to either give me a ticker breakdown, because asking about a stock like that is difficult for me to give you my thoughts on. Okay, you got to tell me what you're thinking, and I can help you validate it, but I can't give you my thoughts because that takes a lot of time. Okay. All right. Goldman Sachs, ticker KTOS. Square, Goldman Sachs. I saw a lot of flow for QQQ 265 call. Is it good to hold over the weekend? Possibly. If you trust the flow and you think it was a good amount, then sure. Trust your instincts. Would you sell a stock and go cash for now? Absolutely. Over the weekend? Hell yeah. Wait, you said stock? It depends on what you're holding. If you're holding stocks, then probably not. I mean, if you're holding long-term stocks, then I wouldn't. Tushal, every time someone asks you about the contract, you always start with like, oh yeah, absolutely. Oh no, wait. That's so true. I think I need to be more cognizant when I do that. I'm sorry. Sometimes I'm like, wait. What? Oh. What could be a hedge options today with the market being so choppy? The time to hedge was yesterday, not today. That's why I called out the hedge yesterday, and that's why we all made money. So I think that it's time to cash in your hedges now. When retail comes in and starts selling, which is here today, this is when we start closing out our hedges and start buying. That's what we do as professional traders. Okay. All right. You take your PayPal beyond PHE tanks kind of PayPal can never get above 180. Yeah, that's the thing. I saw that too. Can never stay above 180. I agree there. It's a serious problem. I do like the stock though. It's having trouble breaking out here, and that's what I see as weakness. Also, the stock has had a crazy run, so you know. All right, cool. All right, just a last moment, a last thing here. You guys okay with doing Goldman Sachs as the ticker for next week? Because I see Goldman Sachs pretty much won the vote here, right? Um, what's a good call for GLD to get in today? I wouldn't get into GLD today. Absolutely not. You're literally getting in on the top. You realize that, right? Absolutely do not get into GLD today. Especially if the market corrects itself, right? If the market chooses to go up for a corrective wave, GLD is going to come down. Remember that it behaves inverse. Okay? If risk flows back into the market, right? Risk flows back in the market, then risk will flow out of safe havens. Okay? So remember that. Okay, Coolio. I think I covered everything that I wanted to do. Okay, great. So I got a couple of murmur of agreements here. Once again, thank you guys for coming in, tuning into the live stream. I'm so glad we even hit 108 likes. Thank you very much for tuning into my channel, liking the stream. We do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you like what you saw today, click subscribe, click like. This is a purely educational stream. I don't believe in all the hocus pocus that other streams do. I'm not saying that they're bad. All I'm saying is that we're different, okay? And I like to be different. I think that it brings much more value to the community when I do something that's helping you guys, rather than you turn up and you find entertainment. So doesn't mean I can't be entertaining. You guys just wait. I'm gonna be super entertaining in the future. I'm gonna get like a proper setup. I'm just waiting to go back to the States now. It's a matter of time. I'm gonna be back in California. And for those that don't know, I've already started my master's at St. Mary's College in Moraga. So, said my name. I was like, "What, Coolio?" That's hilarious. Oh boy, that cracked me up. Sorry, man. I unintentionally said your name. All right, man. Well, thank you guys for coming through to my stream. I'll see you guys on Monday. We'll do new ticker Monday with Goldman Sachs, and I'll also do a short piece analysis on the dollar. And it's perfect because it's going to line up with financials, I think it's going to be a great week next week, because the way the dollar is performing is going to definitely affect financials and Goldman Sachs. So it's going to be hand in hand. I think that next week will be a great week for the stream. So come through on Monday for the new Ticker Monday stream, and I'll see you there. Have a good weekend, guys. Be safe. Don't catch the Rona. And stay at home. Drink lots of water. Be hydrated. And good vibes to all of you guys. Love you all. Have a good one. Peace.